elapsed mean? So I'm talking about elapsed time. What does that word elapsed mean? Can you hear?
Yes.
Yeah, elapsed just means how much time has passed. So elapsed just means past. So if we're talking about elapsed time, I'm writing, you're writing, it's the amount of time that is passed between a start time and an end time. Most of you have this idea that you can add time just like you would add any other numbers. Like 145 plus 25 minutes. I saw a lot of this on your pretest. Here's the problem with that. Does our hour change after every 100 minutes? No. It changes after every
60 minutes.
60 minutes. But when you add, you can add all the way up to 100.
Over 100.
Over 100. So if I did this, this is what happens. 5 plus 5 would give me 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, and an hour. And so many of you said, oh, it's an hour or 170. Is 170 a time?
No.
No. If you think this is the way you're going to do elapsed time, please forget that. It can work, but it can only work a very small amount of times. Majority of the time, it will not work.
I just pretend 60.
Okay? Here's where it could work. I mean, if you had 120 and you were only adding 8 minutes, would that work? Yes, it will work, but it's very, very small. So I would really prefer you to forget that strategy. Parker.
Well, why can't we do that? We can do 2
You can. I mean, you could convert that into a time that makes sense, but you're getting way more complicated because all I did was add 25 minutes. What if I had to add hours and more minutes? It just gets more complicated. You see what I'm saying? Court?
After, what I like to do is, after strategies carry over.
Yeah? Did you make 100 on your pretest? So maybe it didn't work out every single time for you doing that. You see what I'm saying? Okay? There's just a lot more room for error. You can do it, it's just your chances of getting it wrong increase. So please forget that strategy. Don't do it. Don't do that.
Never do it. Never.
Pull it out of your brain right now through your ears. Out. Throw it away. Don't do that. Sorry. Don't do that. Alright, so we're going to learn a new strategy called Mountains, Hills, and Rocks. Go ahead and make that your subtitle. Mountains, Hills, and Rocks. Mountains, Hills, and Rocks is my favorite strategy because it uses a number line. And we are so good at using number lines. Georgiana, what's that?
I saw one that had a number line on the pre-test.
Yes. That's because that's my favorite strategy because you guys are already masters at number lines. And so it just makes it that much easier. Alright, so to use mountain, hills, and rocks, you use a number line. And to show different amounts of time going past, we have different symbols, if you will. So So a mountain will look like that. That's kind of mountain, right? A mountain is the biggest object. So a mountain is going to signify 1 hour. So if our day starts at 8:30 and I got to get all the way to 3:30, would it make sense to count by hours?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's a big chunk of time. I can count by hours. Our next chunk of time is much smaller, and you can kind of choose what you want to do. This one I give you a little bit of choice, but these are hills. Hills are rounded, but still kind of big. Now, a hill, you can choose, but we're already pretty good skip counters, so we're only going to choose between either increments of 5 minutes, which is convenient if you look at the clock. It already kind of goes in increments of 5 minutes, or 10 minutes. So it could equal 5 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on what you like to count by. Choice is yours. Now in 3rd grade, you need to not only tell time to the nearest 5 minute, but to the nearest minute. And sometimes you can't get there by skip counting by 5. It might be 1:17. You need to count by 1 minute increments. And so that takes us to rocks. Rocks look like hills, but they're much littler.
Kind of looks like
And these, you go in 1 minute increments. So we have rocks, hills, and mountains. Okay? So we got this down? Because these are going to be our tools that we use to jump time. Okay? Alright, so let's pretend we have this problem. We want to know how much time has passed between 9:45 and 12:53. This is what I'm talking about in terms of adding time. That's not going to work out so well. So go ahead and record this. And then draw your number line. Remember, we do number lines margin to margin. There's already straight lines on your paper. You just need to trace it. Record the time. 9:45 to 12:53. If you're going to draw mountains, where are they going to go? Write the time first, please. Yes. If you're going to draw mountains, where are they going to go? You have no space to do anything because you make your number line too close to your words. Alright, before we can even start drawing mountains, hills, or rocks, we need to figure out where does our number line start and where does it end. What's going to be my start time? It's not a trick question, I promise. What is my start time? Sam? 9:45. I'm going to label 9:45 here because I'm starting. And what's going to be my end time? Gabriella?
12:53.
12:53. Alright, that's a lot of time. Which chunk of time would make the most sense to start with in terms of counting time? You could start with any of them. You could do rocks all the way across. It just maybe is not the most efficient.
No.
No. So what chunk of time would I probably start with, Caleb? If I go 1 hour past 9:45, what time is it going to be?
10:45.
What time is it going to be?
10:45.
10:45. So I'm going to draw my mountain. That is 1. HR is the abbreviation for hour. And then underneath that chunk of time, I'm going to write 10:45. Am I at 12:53 yet? No. What might be the next chunk of time that would make sense? Brian? A mountain? What time will it be after one more mountain? Is that before 12:53? Yes. So I can do another hour. And now I'm at 11. Maybe if my dot will come up. 45. Okay. Now what? We're getting closer to my end time. Now what? Susie? Another hour? What time will it be if I do another hour? Is that before 12:53? Yes, I can. Now my new time will be what, Susie? 12:45. Good. Okay. Now what? Now what? Am I gonna do another mountain?
No.
No. What time would it be if I did another mountain? What time would it be if I did another mountain, Dylan? 1:45. Would that be past my end time?
Yeah.
Yes. So I'm not going to do another mountain. So I have hills or rocks. You can choose whatever you want. Kaylin, what am I going to do? You're going to do rocks? Okay, you could. Could I do a hill?
Yes.
Yes. Could I do a 5-minute hill or a 10-minute hill?
5.
I'm going to do a 5-minute hill. After a 5-minute hill, what time is it going to be? Raise your hand to tell me. After a 5-minute hill, what time is it going to be? Lucy? 12:50. Could I do 5 rocks? Yes, you could. You totally could. If that's what you feel comfortable with, go for it. Just trying to make it easy. Alright, we're at 12:50. Now what? Now what? I really only have one option left at this point. Ford?
Rocks.
How many rocks do I need to get from 12:50 to 12:53? 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, now here's the tricky part. How much time has elapsed? You can do this by counting up how many mountains, hills, and rocks. How much time has elapsed? It's tricky. Please sit down. There's people behind you. How much time has elapsed? Let's start with just the first chunk of time of hours. How many hours have elapsed? Susie? 3 hours. Whoops, it might be helpful if I spelled hours right. 3 hours and some minutes. How many minutes? 3 hours and some minutes. How many minutes? Ellie Harris? Don't forget your rocks. 8 minutes, because we had 5 minutes here, and then we had 1, 2, 3. So we had 8. Not so bad, huh? If you saw how much time has elapsed from 9:45 to 12:53, do you think using the strategy that you used in your pre-quiz you would have gotten it right?
Yes.
Then I should have seen more passing scores.
No.
Does this make it a lot easier?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of mountain
that
silver.
strategy is.
I know. Alright, let's try another one. It's gonna be a word problem. Now we got the basics. Okay? Word problem. First thing we need to do is what? You should have went this morning. It's a word problem. The first thing we do is what? I should not have one hand in the air. Y'all, it's February. Don't give me that heart attack. Like y'all know what to do. Holy moly. Eva?
You read it?
Thank you. You read it. Almost died. Jeez. Craig began reading a book at 3:15. He read for 45 minutes. Then he needed to do his homework. He took 23 minutes to complete his homework. What time was it when Craig finished reading and doing his homework? We've read it. Can we imagine Craig reading and then doing his homework?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a pretty normal thing for us. What's the next thing we need to do? And it doesn't change just because it's about time. Right? We need to figure out, what are we counting? Read that question sentence again in your head and see if you can develop an answer sentence. Once you figure out an answer sentence, go ahead and write it down. Aiden, what are you supposed to be doing right now? Aiden, that was a question. What are you supposed to be doing right now? So you know when you're choosing not to. What time was it when Craig finished reading and doing his homework? What's going to be our answer sentence? So with time questions here, it's only going to ask you 3 different things. It either wants to know your beginning time, your end time, or how much time has passed. Does this want to know our beginning time?
No.
No, we know what time he started. He started all this at 3:15. Does it want to know how much time has passed?
No.
What time was it when Craig finished reading and doing his homework? Does that say how much time has passed?
Yes.
Like a chunk of time?
No.
No. Do we want to know the end time?
Yes.
Yeah. We want to know what time is it when he's done. What kind of answer sentence can I write? What kind of answer sentence can I write, McKenna?
He finished his homework and reading at.
Perfect. This is kind of like when we do money. We don't say blank dollars. I mean, you could, or you don't say blank money. You just leave it as a time. I wouldn't say at blank time. You could, but it just doesn't necessarily make sense. Pork. It is not going to be blank past because I'm not looking for how many minutes or hours have passed. That's not what my question wants. I want to know, what is the end time? Is it 2:30? Is it 5:30? What time is it when he's done? Does that make sense? So it's not going to be, it is blank past, because that doesn't make sense. It is 1:45 past. You see what I'm saying? So we need to make sure our answer sentence is something along these lines. Sit up. Alright. Alright, we got a number line. Do we have a beginning time? Yes. No. No. What is our beginning time, Lucy? Yep, 3:15. Do we have an end time?
No.
No. We don't know yet. Question mark. Your number line should be set up like my number line. Alright, what's the first thing he did at 3:15? What's the first thing he did that I need to add to my number line? Susan, please get up here. Pay attention. Mason, the first thing he did was what? Read for 45 minutes. How am I going to show 45 minutes using mountains, rocks, and hills? Measure?
Would you with hills?
I could do hills, sure.
With 10 minutes?
Alright, so we're going to do a 10-minute. What time is it now after 10 minutes?
It is 3.
It is 3:25. Okay, did we do all 45 of his minutes yet?
No.
No, what can we do now? Lucy?
I can do another hill for 10 minutes.
Alright, another 10-minute hill. What time is it now? 3:35. Okay, have we read for 45 minutes yet?
Nope.
Nope, we're still at 10, 20. Natalie, what's next?
Another hill that is 10.
Okay, another 10-minute hill. What time am I going to be at now? 3:45, good. Have I read for 45 minutes yet?
No. 5, 10,
10, 20, 30,
Nope.
30, 45 minutes.
No.
No.
We're almost
Georgiana, what am I
there.
going to do next?
Put another 10-minute hill.
Another 10-minute hill? What time is it going to be?
It will be 3:53.
It'll be what time?
3:53.
It's not going to be 3:53.
3:55.
3:55. It is very important when you are using the mountains, hills, and rocks strategy that you write the new time after every either mountain, hill. You can kind of chunk your rocks together, but it's very important that you write the new time. So if you have not been writing the new time underneath, please do so. Alright, I have gone 10, 20, 30, 40. Have I read for 45 minutes yet? Nope. What can I do now? Parker?
A rock.
One block.
I mean a mountain for 5 minutes.
How much are your mountains? Look in your notebook. Your mountains are?
The hills.
We can do another hill, but this hill will probably be worth how much time?
5.
5 minutes. Well, what time is it going to be in 5 minutes?
It's gonna be 3.
4 o'clock. Very good. Okay, did we read for 45 minutes?
Yes.
Yes, we can double check. Watch. 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. He read for 45 minutes. Check. Done. Is that all he did?
No.
Well, what else did we do? What else did we do? Sam? He took 23 minutes to do his homework. So what are we going to do with that? How are we going to show 23 minutes? Are we going to use any mountains? No, no mountains. Unfortunately, no mountains. I can do a what? Okay, so here's a hill for 10 minutes. What time is it after that hill? Four 10, very good. Is that all the time he spent on his homework?
Nope.
No, what can we do next? What can we do next? Lucy? Another 10-minute hill? Because now we've spent 20 minutes. What's going to be the new time after that 10-minute hill, Lucy? 4:20, very good. Are we done?
No.
No, we spent 23 minutes on homework, and we've only done 20 minutes on homework. Now what? Now what? Nope, that's not what we do next. Susie? How many? We can do 3 1-minute rocks. 1, 2, 3. What's going to be my end time then, Susie? 4, 23. Now let's look back at the problem, or specifically our answer sentence. Does it want me to count up all the minutes in my number line? Well, not only will it take forever, but that's not what I need. Read our answer sentence again. He finished everything at, would it make sense if I say 45 minutes? Or 1 hour and 15 minutes?
No.
No, it wants a specific time. So what time was he done with reading and his homework? Dylan? 4:23. That's our end time. Alright, I'm going to put some chunks of times on the board, and I want you to practice making mountains, hills, and rocks, just to get in the habit of showing how much time has elapsed. Question, McKenna? Go for it.
I realized that if you didn't want to do any math, you could just do 4 o'clock plus 23 minutes equals 4:23, because 4.
I understand what you're saying, but let's just do this process until we become a little bit more experts at it. Okay, I get what you're saying. Brian, what's that? Alright, Gabriella, do you have all this written down? You're seriously behind. A lot of times when you are solving elapsed time problems, a lot of different things happen. Like on that first problem where he read a book and then he did his homework. Those are 2 different events that happen. Sometimes it's easier, Parker, to keep up with them if they're color-coded. Okay? So we're going to do just the first problem right now. This is the same strategy that I would really like to see on your homework. You don't have to, but I think it'll help you keep it straight while we're still learning elapsed time. Okay? So the first problem says, Isis and Phoenix were playing at the playground. They arrived at 10 a.m. They played soccer for 27 minutes. They swung on the swings for 16 minutes and played on the equipment for 8 minutes. Then it was time to leave. What time did Isis and Phoenix have to leave the park? With a pencil on the next blank page, write in the answer sentence. I'm going to read it one more time for those of you who couldn't hear or can't see. Just like when we normally draw a number line, we need to know what are our endpoints. Do we know the start time? Yes, no, maybe. Mason, do we know the start time? Yes. Gabriella, you're behind, so get moving. What is the start time, Mason? 10 o'clock in the morning. Do we know the end time? Do we know the end time, Lucy? No, we don't. That's what we're trying to figure out. What time did they leave? in handy. Because we have 3 activities that these girls did. So with one color, I want you to write soccer. Just out to the side somewhere. Come on. That color is going to be your soccer color. You're writing soccer in crayon with one of your colors. Alright, pick up a new crayon. That's going to be the color of the swings. So in that color, write swings. And then your last color, you're going to write equipment. That's the last thing they do. Equipment. That's like the slide and jungle gym and all that. Equipment. Try your best. Try your best. So one color should say swings, one color should say soccer, and one color should say equipment. This will help keep us straight in all the activities and make sure that we get them all on our number line. Okay? Alright, Sam, what's the first thing that they did? I know it's a little from back there. They played soccer for 27 minutes. Get out your soccer color. Get out your soccer color. They played soccer for 27 minutes. How am I going to show 27 minutes on my number line? What's the first chunk of time that I can do? McKenna? A hill? What? How much is my hill going to be worth? 10. This is all with your crayons. So if you need to make it a little bigger, because crayons are a little fatter to write with, it's not as nice and neat as a pencil. What time is it going to be after that first 10-minute hill, McKenna?
It's going to be 10:27.
It is not going to be 10:27. Look at your start time. It is going to be 10:10. I recommend you write your times in pencil to make it a little easier to read. Okay. Are we done?
No.
Alright, what's next? Because they played soccer for 27 minutes. Natalie? Another hill is 10 minutes. Same color. Because they're still playing soccer. What time is it after that second 10-minute hill, Natalie?
It is
10:20. Questions? Or are you ready to move on? Okay. Alright, what's next? What's next, Grace? Good. Another hill, but this one's just going to be 5 minutes. What time is it going to be now, Grace? 10:25. Alright, to check to make sure that I haven't gone over 27, I'm just going to count Eva how much hills I've drawn. So I have 10, 20, 25, and I know I need to play for 27. So now what? Now what, Brian? 2 rounds. 2 rounds. What time is it after those 2 rounds?
10:27.
10:27. Okay. Did we do the 27 minutes for soccer? Yeah. So we're done with soccer?
Yeah.
Yeah. You can move your soccer color to the side. If we are all done with soccer. We did our 27 minutes. Now we are moving on to the swings. Pick up your swing color. They were on the swings for 16 minutes.
That's a long time.
How am I going to show 16 minutes? What could I do? What could I do to show 16 minutes? Georgiana?
A 10-minute rock.
A 10-minute hill?
Hill, I mean.
Yep. I get my swing color. A 10-minute hill. What time is it going to be after that 10-minute hill? It's tricky. What time is it going to be? It's tricky. What is it?
10:31.
Nope. What time is it going to be? We went 10 minutes. Make sense? It's going to be 10:37. Okay? I need to play for 16 minutes. I've only done 10 minutes. Now what? I need to play for 16 minutes, but I've only drawn 10 minutes. What can I do now? Dylan? A hill that's 5 minutes. What's going to be that new end time? Dylan? Yeah. 10:42. Alright, I've played for 15 minutes, but I really need to play for 16 minutes. So what am I going to add on? Ella? I'm going to add on a rock. And what's my new time? $10:43. Very good. Alright, I've done all my swings. Because I can count. 10 minutes plus 5 minutes is 15, plus another rock is 16. I've done my 16 minutes on the swings. What's the last thing I gotta do? Brian, what's the last thing I gotta do? Now I gotta do the equipment. How long was I on the equipment? Oh yeah, 8 minutes. How am I gonna show 8 minutes? Get out your equipment color. Get out your equipment color. Aiden, how am I going to show 8 minutes? A hill that's worth 5 minutes. And what time's going to be my new end time? I was at 10:43. 10:48. There's 5 minutes. I need to get to 8 minutes. What am I going to do next? Parker, what am I going to do next? 3 rocks. What's going to be my end time after that, Parker? 10:51. Alright, I should have my soccer done, my swings done, and my equipment done. Then it was time to leave. What time did Isis and Phoenix leave the park? What time did they leave the park? Don't know what time did they leave. They left at 10:51. Your homework tonight is going to have somebody doing 3 different activities. I want you to try and color code them to help keep them straight. Okay? Grace, what's up? That is your choice. Okay? Does this make sense?
Yes.
We feeling okay about it?
Yes.
Mountains, hills, and rocks. Way easier than trying to do addition or subtraction because you gotta change the hour every 60 minutes. Okay? Parker, do you have a question? What's up? You can use whatever colors you want. Okay. Alright, we good? Alright, we're gonna stop here.